Hey guys, today's video will be on my son shooting his SKS. It is a norinco, which is made from China. SKS, it has the bayonet and the cleaning kit. This one is supposed to be sporterized, but this is how we bought it. So he's gonna do 10 rounds, and then I will do 10 rounds from my Chinese Type 56 right after him. So guys, hold on guys. Let's see. See, there's my Type 56. It's a little different. Come on, Cameron. Go ahead and open your chamber. Come on. Cameron, you know how to load one of these?
Huh?
Do you know how to load one of these?
Yeah.
Here, hold this one. There you go. You want me to load it for you?
No, I think I got it.
So anyway, I'll be loading my son's SKS for him. We use stripper clips, and this is how you do it. You take it, you pop it in, push down, push all the way in. Oh, get that last one in there, take the clip, throw it, rack it back, good to go. Come on, son. Woo! You got your air clip in?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Woohoo! That was awesome, wasn't it? You like it? So that's my son's norinco, SKS. Let's get it back into the truck before the snow gets on it. I don't want it to rust. So this says the Wi-Fi connection lost, but let's see. Let me take this off real quick, guys, just to make sure we still have you. Hold on. And it looks like we still have you. Good. It's still recording. Sorry, I'm still new with the GoPro. Let's see. Take off my hat. Let me see, I want you guys to get the good picture. That looks about right. So I will be, here's my SKS. It is a Chinese Type 56. Before they had to use norinco. I'll tell you more about it at the house and differences. Mine comes with a spike bayonet and why they're outlawed by the Geneva Convention. I'll tell you all that. But anyway, just open it. Mine's all matching numbers. Mine also uses stripper clips. Well, they all do, I think. And let's let you see how well it shoots compared to my son's. Let's hit this pumpkin. Woohoo! Well, guys, let's get back to the house and let's talk about them. Come on, son, let's get in the truck. It's cold. It's 9 degrees out, I believe. You ready to go home and continue the video, son?
It doesn't really kick as bad as you think.
No, it doesn't. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys here in a bit. Hey, guys, you notice a difference in this video? The heater finally turned off. But anyways, welcome back to the Bush Bunker. I'm Moses, your host. Thanks for coming out with us today. It was just to see the SKSs both being shot. You guys got to see my son shoot his norinco SKS and my Type 56. But anyway, here they are. There's not really much of a difference other than norinco supposedly was supposed to come without all of this. But mine has them for some reason. It even has the nuts. But anyway, this one's my son's. Comes with a knife band or blade bayonet. And his is also a 10-shot. But anyway, let's give them a cleaning. Oh wait, anyway, this one's his. This one's mine. Mine has the Geneva Code styled It's not a knife, but it leaves a ragged hole. Supposedly it leaves a hole so bad that the Geneva banned it. So mine's made in 1957. My son's is in the 60s. But let's clean them real quick. I'll show you how we do that. So this norinco, you pull back, pull this cover off. Oh, wait, hold on. Just make sure something's done here real quick. It's easier when the hammer's down. So anyway, let's pull this out. So there's. This comes right off. Just notice how much there's oil in there. I like to keep all my guns lubed, even my son's. So we'll take that off. We'll take out the recoil spring. We'll take out my son's bolt. So here's his bolt handle. So here's my son's bolt. Look at that, some dirty commie ammo that we've been shooting. So you can see all the lacquer stuff in there. So what I usually do to these guns, I don't clean all my guns. I clean all my guns that shoot steel cased ammo. So being that, you know, they use a lot of harsh salts and primers and different things that could ruin your gun. So make sure you put on your gloves. I like to use Hops number 9 for my commie guns. I use AMS oil for my ARs and everything else. But that being said, it's because I don't trust their ammo, even though it says non-corrosive. I do not want to have a gun fall apart on us. So I'll let that sit in. I will also be grabbing, let's see, this should work. So anyway, you see right here, there's another little tab. I'll take a little Allen that'll fit in this hole right here. Wrong size, sorry. So once you get that loose, what you do is you take this, make sure it's level, take this gas tube, and it comes right up. So there's a gas tube. Hold on, guys. I didn't really plan this out that well. So here's the gas tube. So what happens when you fire, a round goes through along with the gases. Some gases escape up this little channel, hits this piston right here. So there's a piston in here that gets hit. See that piston right there? There's a piston right there. So it doesn't look to be too bad. Oh my gosh. It ain't that bad, but it's giving me some trouble. Hold on, guys. So that's where I will leave it. I just want to make sure all this crud is knocked out. So we're going to take a little bit of Hops number 9 and spray it in there. Let all that salty stuff corrode. Or let all the uncorroded stuff break up, I should say. Oh, there you go. Shot up the back black stuff. Let's push it out. Let's do it again. So we're going to push that back out. And I'll do this a few times. So let's get that. So once that has been knocked loose, you see all that corrosive stuff came out. Now we have the piston. So here's the piston. So anyway, the gases come up, hits this piston shoots back, hits the bolt goes back, reloads the firearm. That's the concept. So you see this? This is all carbon buildup. So I will also be grabbing a sock. I always use socks or torn clothes, especially on my Tommy guns. So I'll clean this tube. I mean this piston, I'm sorry, not tube, but it's going to be going back in the tube. So wipe everything down as much as I could. You know, Russia, China, they all say, oh, we use non-corrosive ammo. Yeah, right. You know, you can't trust anybody. If it comes in a steel case, I wouldn't trust them. Especially with lacquer. You don't know how long that stuff's been sitting in some warehouse. You don't know what they put in it. So usually this consists of that. I will be pushing it back in. We put that off to the side. Hold on. We'll be taking my commie bolt. So here's the one that holds the shell. I'll be spraying the bolt face along with the firing pin itself. I'll spray right here. What I don't want to happen is, because this is my son's rifle, I don't want him to shoot this and then all of a sudden it becomes a full automatic rifle for a while, or to shoot more than one round at a time. Because during the ammo craze, especially right now, how wasteful would it be for him to shoot at one animal and then to go off more than once? Anyway, these are known for that. So what happens is you need to make sure your firing pin right here is clean. You need to make sure there's nothing in there. So I put a solvent in there that ungums everything. So I'll be putting it right here. Just let it sit for a bit. Let it come through. And the Chinese, they're known. I mean, people say, oh, everything made in China is a piece of shit. Not when it comes to guns. So what I'll be doing next, usually I do a single pass through with all my commie guns. Oh, wrong gun. But anyway, I do a single pass through with all my rifles. My commie rifles, I should say. A combat gun is anything that was made in a communist country like China or even Russia. These ones ain't Tula though, so they make Yugoslavian, they make Tula, which is a Russian company. They make I'd say if I could go from if I was to rate them, it would go Tula, which is obviously Russian, which is a Simonov brand. Then I'd go a Yugoslavian, which are nice because you can control the gases going to the bolt. But most of these, or all of them, are chrome lined. So that already looks clean. Beautiful. So once I've done that, see, I use a bore snake. I don't even use the tools that it comes with. It's just so inconvenient compared to using a bore snake. So I'll take my bolt carrier. I will use what I sprayed on here. Take off this little bit of carbon because this carbon always builds up here in the carrier. Move it back. I'll take this. I'll get it into position. I like to take Hops number 9 oil, pour one down the bolt, the firing pin, just to keep it from sticking if it ever does. I like to put one near the back. I don't want it to stick. And then I put one on each side of the rail followers. This rail guide just follows the rail inside the gun. So once I have that, I'll grab it. Oh wait, I'm forgetting one major component I just noticed. So once I do that, I forgot to put this back. So I'll be taking this back. I usually don't put no oil in it. Doesn't really need it. I'll take that. I'll push this back down to where it goes to. There's that. I usually put the spring in the squiggly way first, because this side being, you know, straight just makes sense to me. There's this piece of it. So I'll take this, put the spring in, let the spring follow. Hold on. Get the dust cover back on. And there, after you put it all back together, it's ready to go again. This one is done. So with the Chinese Type 56, it's done the same way. So I'll also be pulling this. Hold on, let me cock it. I forgot. See these ones after you cock it. Sometimes they're a little hard to break. So mine's made in 1957. Mine's in all matching. I'll take out the dust cover again. I will take out the recoil spring. I'll also be taking out the bolts. Look down my tube. Even this one not being clean, this one's very shiny. I mean, I only put 10 rounds through it. So what I'm gonna do is use the same one my son used, but I will be cleaning my bolt face. So let that go through, taking it. So this is what I usually do when I do a fast clean. I don't even bother the gas tube, I just pull through the barrel. I'll get this over here. I'll take my sock, I'll spray it. Get the solvent on the sock. I'll be wiping the front of the bolt face. Get that all nice and clean. And set is complete. Again, I'll take oil. I'll put one in the back of the firing pin and one on the bolt firing pin, and I'll put one on each side of the rails, just to keep those rails lubed up. I mean, I know these guns are built very tough. You can run them dry, you can run them dirty, well, semi-dirty. They're not like an AK, but they're still pretty tough. And I will grab, where did I put it again? Over here. Again, you grab it all, so we can do this all together. So, again, I'll take my spring, which is a recoil spring. Dust cover, you guys all know this by now. I will lift it up, point towards the back of my dust cover, push this dust cover down. Move this thing back out of the way, push it forward, push it down, spring through, bam. Smooth that over. Try firing as much as you want, I did mine. Well, thanks guys. I'm glad you guys came back out with the bush bunker again. Please like, share, subscribe my videos. You know, all the help is needed. Thanks. Have a good day.